Hello. So I have a kitten on my lap, so I decided to start this video. I'm basically going to split it from the previous video I did. Regardless, we're back for the penultimate tune on the 1998 album Hello Nasty by the Beastie Boys, and it's Dr. Lee PhD. Because I've been using Discogs in conjunction with all the albums I'm going through, especially those that I'm not familiar with, I noticed that the vocals on this track are provided by Lee Scratch Perry, and absolute icon and godfather of the development of reggae music. Died not too long ago. I want to say 2021. So yeah, I imagine Dr. Lee PhD is Mr. Lee Scratch Perry himself. So I wonder if this is, in a way autobiographical. I imagine there'll be references to some different things, but it's funny, I do listen to a fair amount of Jamaican music, including a lot of reggae and ska and some of the different subgenres, raga and roots and so on. But admittedly, I don't actually have a great deal of history listening to Lee Scratch Perry, so while I think I may have recognized his voice even if I hadn't seen on Discogs that he's on this tune, it's fair to say I don't know a great many tracks by him. Certainly not, compared to others like Prince Buster or some of the other real godfathers. So, yeah. Bottom line, curious to hear an artist that I know very much by reputation, but not as much by music. So, let's listen. This is the Beastie Boys. The track is Dr. Lee PhD, and I believe we're about to hear Lee Scratch Perry.
Yeah, make the bicycle more clear. Yeah, clear more clear. Jungle, Merlin.
That's cool. They
Production Company.
They did a track with Lee Scratch Perry.
Black Hawk International Branch. Present. All we going around.
The filthiest electric bass you've ever heard. That cough.
Silver and gold, have I now. And in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk, rise up and walk, rise up and walk, rise up and walk. Weeping time and reaping time, weeping time and creeping
up and the keys come in hard. I love that.
Over France with voodoo dance and science art, science machine, science dream. This is a living dream from the Beastie Brothers and the Beastie Boys with their beastly toys. They give you some beastly joys to put on your beastly drawers and show me your beastly paws. We had to do another version, maybe.
We might end up doing another version, maybe. Amazing and hilarious. Again, even when they have guests, there's, funny tidbits at the end. Like I said, I don't have a whole history of listening to his music, even though I've understood, his place in the history of Jamaican music reasonably well. Through reputation, but yeah, that's awesome that they worked with him for this track, and ultimately I imagine that was produced by the Beastie Boys, but ultimately I wonder if Lee's production, because he is a record producer in his own right, so I wonder what the collaboration was like there. Either way, a really cool track, which, as I first saw that title, I didn't realize that's what we were getting into. So like I said, I saw on Discogs that's who it was. It was like, oh, really? So, yeah, definitely a cool excursion and a cool guest appearance. So the final tune here is Instant Death. Looking forward to that. I wanted to ask if the next album is indeed, what is it? It's something about the borough. You gonna get up? You gonna go down? What's the... Okay. Wanted to make sure. But yeah, is the next album To the Five Boroughs? Because I believe that's what it looks like on Discogs. Looks like there's some other stuff listed in between that, but it seems to be like, an interview disc and like a... Looks like a compilation that they did with Reagan Youth. I am curious about that, I have to say. Holy smokes. They look like entire set lists. Yeah, so I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a concert that they did. So it's like a live recording. Well, yeah, I imagine that might be more difficult to get. Either way, it looks like the next album we'll go through is To the Five Boroughs. So looking forward to that. But as I said, we have one more tune to go before we get there. Let me know what you think of Dr. Lee, PhD. I will see you next time. Peace.